didn't realize my mic was off. A quick market update and top AI altcoins you do not want to go ahead and miss out for this bull run. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. It seems to be that today is President's Day in the US. I wasn't even aware of that. Can you guys believe that? Typically what that means is that the US stock market is closed today. So we're going to go ahead and see what the market gives us as far as information. Typically, I didn't know this. I didn't know it was a long weekend, right? If I knew this was a long weekend, then we wouldn't be expecting that probably makes sense as to the reason why we expected and saw a red Friday, right? So we're gonna go and see where things go coming up this week. Typically when we have these long weekends, typically doesn't turn out too well. We have been talking about a possibility of altcoin season being near and Bitcoin continuing with some sort of short squeeze. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. A quick market update. Today, as I mentioned, I really don't expect much because it is President's Day. I wasn't even aware of that. So we're going to go ahead and start sharing the live stream right now with the community. So give me a minute as we get people to go ahead and join us. So let me go ahead and pull this out right here. Awesome possum. We're going to go ahead and reach out to the community. Let's head over to Twitter real quick. Awesome. So it looks like we are officially live on my end. So let me just go ahead and pull out the stream on the phone. That way so I can get the notifications a lot quicker. Nice. Yeah, it's not updated on my end when people have joined. So if you joined the live stream, go ahead and do me a huge favor by smashing the like button. So it looks like we are officially live. Okay, awesome. We are officially live. That's a good sign. What's the comment section at though? I don't see the comment section on my end. Okay, we got a few watchers right now. Is the comment section working? I don't see the comment section working on my end. I wonder if comments are disabled. Hey Vernon, how's it going, my guy? Hope you're having a good one today, bro. Glad to see you today. How's school, by the way, man? So it looks like comments are working. On my phone, I don't know why comments are not showing up, though. That's the interesting thing. Wonder if it's just waiting for it to load. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's live stream. I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and read the comments on the right side of my monitor. But let's go ahead and get started with Bitcoin, right? Let's go ahead and start off with Bitcoin. We are going to be talking about top AI altcoins. You should go ahead and definitely keep in mind. So I do have a pretty good juicy report for us to go over with. So this is a live stream you definitely do not want to go ahead and miss out. I'm going to go ahead and start off with technical analysis on both Bitcoin, Solana, and the DXY to go ahead and see what we could be expecting with this week moving forward. Looking at Bitcoin right now on the daily, we do see that we did slightly pump yesterday to as high as 52,496. Currently right now we are getting slightly rejected on this area of resistance. I do expect Bitcoin to come back down to within this range of around $50,000 or even as low as $48,000 before retesting back to $57,000, and that being the top of Bitcoin in my opinion, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the 4-hourly real quick and see what the 4-hourly is giving us information on. So looking at the 4-hourly, we do see that there is a strong area of resistance at around this high 52,496, or even we could go ahead and say This zone right here at 52,891 is the actual area of resistance, right? But if we could break out of the zone right here, out of the 52,608, we could be seeing a continuation to the upside, retesting back to 57,309, right? So we're going to go ahead and see how Bitcoin holds up around this area, but this is a pretty good area of resistance. Now the question is, will Bitcoin be able to hold this area as an area of support? So that's what we're going to go ahead and see in the next coming hours to the next coming days. But it does look like Bitcoin is just doing its own thing right now, just slightly consolidating, waiting for the market to do its thing. Looking at the 30-minute chart, we do see that we have entered an area of support. So if Bitcoin does fall below 51,593, I could go ahead and guarantee you we will be coming back down, retesting this lower $50,000 and even down to $49,000. But more than likely, if we do lose this range at the 51,593, we will be reaching that $40,000 range on Bitcoin. Did I say $40,000? I meant $49,000. So definitely be aware of that. That's on the smaller time frames. This is the reason why you have to look at multiple time frames. But it looks like Bitcoin's doing its thing right now. We do see the RSI slightly cross over on the oversold territory, which is technically usually a sign that it's giving us that the market is feeling very, very bullish, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed. Looking at the fear and greed right now, we see 75 on the levels of greed, with the next update being in about 2 hours. We do see right here on Crypto Bubble some altcoins slightly pumping, not too much craziness, but we do see a few like AR Wild up 26, 21%, H bar up 23. So it does look like a lot of these altcoins are now finally they're finally doing their own thing, right? They have been following Bitcoin pretty one-to-one, and now they have started to do their own thing. So that's good to hear. Verdon says it's going pretty well, man, but I'm naturally distracted by crypto, and that is having an impact, unfortunately. I completely agree with you, bro. I feel you on that. Haven't seen Glenn in a bit. Hopefully he doesn't continue to fade you. That's dangerous territory. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard of Glenn, dude. That's actually a great question, bro. Where is Glenn? I haven't heard from him. I haven't even heard from him. When was the last time I heard from Glenn, bro? It's been a while, even on Twitter, right? Hopefully he's doing well, man. Hopefully he's releasing some projects or something, man. Hopefully he's releasing some projects and making money, right? I completely understand, and this space is one of those spaces where you could be really, you know, literally elbow to elbow with someone, and then, you know, just people do their own thing. Sometimes because, you know, we get wrecked in the market, or sometimes we have other opportunities to take, right? So I completely understand when we get those shifts from people that are here in the channel, you know. He's gone AWOL. What does AWOL mean? I know what AFK is, away from keyboard, but what is AWOL? Yeah, I hope he's doing well, man. I mean, this space is freaking crazy. I mean, if it wasn't for me streaming, bro, honestly, I think I'd be even more crazier, to be honest. Like this market makes you go crazy. Like it's not even funny what this market could do to you when it comes to this space. So mental health is definitely one of the biggest things you should all focus on, and focus on, you know, working out, having different hobbies. Unfortunately, I haven't found any other hobbies that I like besides crypto, but I do need to go ahead and do something. Gone basically without saying anything. Yeah, man. But this space is freaking crazy, bro. This space is one of the craziest freaking volatile spaces that you could come across, and I don't blame anybody that comes in and out, because this is a very hard space, right? Very few people survive on this space. There's always new faces, because this space, it's very, very volatile. But with that being said, I hope Glenn is doing well, and I hope everybody else is doing well as well. So that's what we're expecting right now with Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and take a look at Solana, right? I'll never leave you, man. I appreciate you, Vernon. I really do, bro. I really do. It means a lot. Literally everybody that watches the live stream, it means a lot. Like there's days when I'm not in a mood of, you know, going live, and definitely mentally it does take a different toll, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, live streaming is one thing, and then trading, and then, you know, having to go live, it's really draining, to be honest, to make content and then personally take L's on your own positions. It's one of the hardest things to go ahead and do and try to come back with, you know, pretty good attitude and everything, but that's part of crypto, right? So that's kind of the reason why I don't mind sharing my losses or my wins. Because I want to go ahead and open that awareness that, you know, it happens to everybody. Everybody, you know, makes a lot of crazy, dumb mistakes, and you're not the only person going through that stage in crypto where, you know, you make a lot of money, you lose it all, or you get scammed, or you get liquidated, or you lose your keys. Like, dude, it's happened to all of us, trust me. So you're not alone. So definitely don't ever feel like, you know, you're the only one losing. I think there's more people that lose money than make money in the space. Just that the reality is, a lot of people just don't share that, right? People just don't want to share that publicly, because I guess it's an ego thing, man. It's all about growth, right? When you start to notice in this, especially in the space of crypto, that it's all about just accepting that you're wrong and moving forward and learning from mistakes and learning how to become a better person, better trader, better investor. You're capable of dealing with more BS in this market than anybody else, right? But if you're quick to go ahead and give up on your first trade that you lose money on, or your first scam, or your first time losing access to your cold wallets, or your first time getting hacked, and you lose you lose it, then you just were never meant for this space, right? So this space brings a lot of opportunities, but there's a lot more vulnerabilities, in my opinion, in this space and opportunities. Marco, how's it going, man? How you been? Hey, how are things going, John? Have you been trading? I haven't been trading, man. I got wrecked last week. I got wrecked last week with a lot of Solana scams. So I made about like 40 SOL, man. I lost quite a bit, man. I lost about 60 SOL last week, and all of it was because of Solana scams. Like, a lot of them being rug pulls. Like, as soon as I would jump in, they would rug pull me. It was just a very, you know, bad timing in the market, right? So I haven't been trading since. So ever since I've taken that L, I'm out of capital. So I haven't traded. But the good thing is that, you know, I started off with like $300, and I grew that to like 60 SOL altogether. But the problem is that I didn't leave the market, right? And I'm starting to notice that when you're trading Solana meme tokens, you have to make your money and you have to leave. So I wish I would have been leverage trading. I would have for sure not lost a lot of money compared to what I lost in meme tokens, because meme tokens are like literally gambles. It's like betting on black or red. That's literally what it is. And as you can make money in the meme coin space, you could lose your money, right? Because a lot of these tokens are purposely rug pulls, right? So sometimes it takes you 5-8 rug pulls to go into to find your successful trade or your successful project, and sometimes it takes you, you know, it takes you to lose a lot of money on the meme coin space. I haven't come across anybody yet that has that proven system 100% where you can constantly make money in the meme coin sector. But from what I've noticed is that the meme coin sector is a probabilities game, right? It's like you deploy your capital, and then you go ahead and figure out which one's going to be the banger out of all the 10 that you lost money on. One thing that I would definitely say that I would do differently is not putting too much money at once. Because once I started getting a little bit more of that bigger capital, when I grew my, you know, there was at a point last week where I had $50 left to my name, and I made $2,000 in one day, right? One thing that I would say that I wish I would have never done, or I wish I knew sooner now, is learning a new platform to use a bot in. So now I learned Photon, which is way better than Telegram bot. Bonkbot was a trash freaking bot, bro. I've lost so much money not being able to execute my positions on time. So that was one of the mistakes. The second mistake is never putting too much SOL in the beginning of the project, because usually these projects rug pull you within 15 minutes. So instead of me going in with 1 or 2 SOL, I wish I would have started with like $10, $20, and then progress up to $50, right? And that's what I wish I would have done also differently. Another thing too, I would say, a lot of these projects, people think it's your best bet is dollar cost averaging. But as Vernon said, you know, last week, the meme coin space on Solana is literally meant for you to lose money. Like, it's really like the odds are really, really against you. So I would say no dollar cost averaging into a lot of these projects, even if the narrative sounds really, really bullish. At the end of the day, you have to understand that the dollar cost averaging position you're going into, there's a higher probability, like a 90% probability that it's gonna fail and it's gonna completely die off. So that's another lesson that I wish I would have known. Another lesson that I learned was no matter how bullish the narrative is, go ahead and take full profits, right? That's what I would say, because I did make I didn't ever lose money from Solana meme coins from not taking profits. I lost my money by just throwing in more money into scams, non-purposely, right? Just instead of throwing 1 SOL, I was throwing in 2 SOL per project. So if I get into 3 projects that are scams, that's already $600 down the drain. And I'm talking about these projects dumping within the first 10 minutes when the tokens go live, right? So I would say that was a lesson. Another lesson would be, as soon as you start making money on the Solana meme coin space, like pull out your money and leverage trade instead. That's what I wish I would have done, at least leverage trade, because I would have had a higher opportunity to make money as well as soon as I got that capital. Another thing that I learned is that you have to understand the time frames you want to go ahead and trade the Solana meme coins. There's a time frame for when the market pumps, and there's a time frame when the market dumps, right? So I wish I would have known that early on. Instead, I was like literally trading every day for 12 hours a day for 3 days straight, only sleeping like 5 hours a day. So like if from those 3 days that I've learned a lot, putting in 12 hours a day, I learned a lot more. So I think now with the information that I know how to play this Solana meme coin game. But you don't want to throw in no more than like half a SOL to $25 is what you want to enter into a lot of these positions. As these positions start to play out in your favor, that's when you should start putting in 3, 4, 5 SOL. But never go to sleep on a position, right? There's a lot of these positions that might do really well, but as you wake up, you lose money. Like for example, I lost money on a pretty decent trade last week on AI I think it was like Doge something. It was like Space Doge or something like that. I was with the Rocket Doge, and it was a really good narrative, right? But the reason why I lost money was because I put in 4 or 5 SOL, I think, or maybe even 6 SOL. And I was so exhausted. I was super exhausted because I'm telling you, I didn't sleep no more than like 3 or 4 hours a day for 3 days straight. I was trading for 12 hours a day, learning the ins and outs of the Solana meme coin space, right? So that lesson would have been, if you're tired, just don't trade, bro. Because I was in a trade and I think I was like up. I think I put in like 5 or 6 SOL, something like that. And I felt very bullish about the narrative, and I was about to exit my trade, but I told myself, let me just take a nap for 15 minutes and I'll wake up and I'll close my trade, because I was looking at the 15-minute time frame, right? Well, I was so exhausted that I fell asleep. I didn't wake up. I knocked out, and then when I woke up, obviously the project already rug pulled, right? So a lot of these projects you don't want to ever go to sleep with. So like I could have avoided losing that money if I didn't sleep, but I was so tired that as soon as I laid my head on the bed, I just knocked out, bro. And that's probably one of my biggest losses, I would say, was that's one of the biggest losses that I took, because there was like maybe like a good handful, 2 or 3 losses that I took that really brought me down from my portfolio. But that one was probably like the one that I could have avoided the most, right? Was if I would have just stayed awake for another 10 minutes, I would have been able to exit my trade and still have money. But I ended up knocking out, falling asleep by accident. And I didn't even put an alarm, because I just told myself I was going to lay down, close my eyes for like 5 minutes, and then wake up. And I knocked out. I went to sleep. I was so exhausted. And that was one of the ways I lost money on that trade. Let's go ahead and read the comments. Let's see. I don't know why my comments are not showing up on my phone yet. Hold on, let me exit my phone and let me redo it again. Okay, looks like now I have them. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so it's a lot of lessons learned that I learned on these meme coin space. So it's definitely something that I learned a lot from. Going through pain is just necessary for success. That's just how it is. It's good that you have the under control rather than letting it consume you. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, as I mentioned, like it's really hard. I'm not saying I don't feel like poop, every day, knowing how much money I lost and the opportunities that I'm missing out on and a lot of that. But that's just like me focusing on the past. And right now, what I'm trying to keep my mind together is trying to look at the positives, right? Like what did I learn from these experiences, and most importantly is I'm getting back into a lot of these mindset books. Like I'm reading a few audio books right now that have to do with mindset. I'm listening to one of my favorite mentors that I used to listen to a lot when I was younger. So that is something I'm also right now keeping myself back in mind and just working out, bro. But it's really hard. I'm not gonna tell you I don't wake up every freaking day like almost pissed at myself. That'd be me lying, right? Dude, it's terrible when you wake up and when a trade doesn't go your way, or when you're losing money in the market, and it's not the best thing to do. So like right now I'm obviously going through it like that mentally, but I'm just trying to stay as positive as possible and just continue to work on it. But yeah, dude, it's pretty freaking hard. I'm not gonna say it's not. Best way to avoid this stuff is to follow known devs. I completely agree with you, man. I completely agree with you. Verdon says, I really like the narrative of MIM and the community seems very solid. I'm choosing that coin as one of my longer term plays. Yeah, MIM, Magic Internet Monies, bro, is freaking solid. When I jumped in at 50,000 market cap, the developer was there. I'm not sure if the developer is still around, but the developer was literally there on VC talking to us, right? So very, very cool community, very, very strong and bullish. But I just think overall Solana meme coins is just the community is different compared to Ethereum, right? And that's the thing that I feel like a lot of us forget to realize, that because we think that because we're successful in one area of crypto, we think we're successful everywhere, right? So it's not the same when you're trading or buying, Ethereum meme tokens. It's a complete different narrative from Solana, right? So like if you've made money trading Ethereum meme tokens, you're probably going to lose money on the Solana meme tokens if you're going on with the same strategy and the same narrative, right? There's two different communities, two different blockchains, obviously, and the people are just different compared from Ethereum people, right? It's literally like a huge difference. It's not like something you could just go ahead and jump in and pick up right away. It's like you'll understand it. It's very easy to make money on Solana, but I think there's more chances of you losing money than making money on Solana, as opposed to Ethereum. Ethereum's the same thing, but it just costs a lot more money to deploy a contract and all of that. And people are not willing to scam as much due to the fact that they might not have the capital to do it as often, right? With Solana meme tokens, it's very, very easy. Anybody could launch a token, right? Even a hamster could launch one. And I think that's kind of the problem that Solana runs into is that. But with Ethereum, it's completely different. Bradley, bro, my portfolio is ripping up 3K today. Nice, man. I'm up 3,000 on the day. 0.2 ETH or 2 ETH. 73,000 H bar, 8K ADA, 90K Beam, 6K GRT, 27K CRO portfolio now valued at 26,500 to the freaking moon, man. That's good, bro. The name of the game is dollar cost average. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. 100%, dude. 100%. The best way is it's either you time the market or you're in the market, right? So that's the only two ways that you win. Most people that try to time the market don't make as much money, to be honest. And then the people that just dollar cost average and mind their own lives usually are the winners, right? So you also have to ask yourself when you're in this game, like focus on what you have to focus on, right? The thing is that for me it's a little bit more difficult because I'm full-time crypto, dude. Like this is what I do full-time in crypto. So like I'm involved with crypto 24/7. So my whole life revolves around crypto. So when your whole life revolves around crypto, it's like the most freaking stressful thing ever, bro. Like it's not as fun as people might think it is, right? Especially with like someone like myself. Like I enjoy crypto. Like I love crypto so much that all I think about is crypto, like as my free time as well too, right? So I think that's a huge problem when it comes to me, and that's probably the reason why I also sometimes over trade, or I spend too much time in this space. But I know one of these days eventually it's gonna really pay off really, really well, so I don't regret it. Now I'm just looking to go ahead and diversify as far as my, my secondary activities. Like right now I'm thinking of getting into programming. It's something I've always, have always dabbled with. And it's always something I always wanted to learn and do. But that's what I think I'm going to start doing in my free time, right? It's like start dabbling into programming, start learning a few languages. Right now I'm playing around with Java. I played with Python. I played with Solidity before. So I'm okay, right? I'm not the best coder or programmer, but I know some information. So I think I'm going to spend more time, getting into programming and most importantly, cybersecurity. That's something I've always enjoyed. That was something I was doing last year. I was going back to school for cybersecurity, and I think that's what I'm going to focus on this year again. I'm going to focus back into cybersecurity because honestly, dude, I need something away from freaking crypto. Like I love crypto, but I think since I spend too much time and energy here in this space, I think it drives you more crazy than the average person. Let's go ahead and see. Vernon says, guess you paid 64 SOL for some very important information. I agree with you, bro. John, you are improving, developing consistently. Trust me, you're going to be set for what you need for success in this bull run. I appreciate you a lot, my man. You are going to make your losses like the pocket money. I'm guaranteeing that. I appreciate that, bro. That really means a lot. Bradley says, just get a set of alts in the top 100 coins and start DCAing into them. So easy, the caveman can do it. Yeah, I agree with you, bro. 100%. I agree with you, Brad. Yeah, Solana meme coins have a very short shelf life, but some plays like Dog with Hat separate from the pack and achieve something amazing. Hopefully MIM could do. I'm sure it will, dude, because MIM was a very big narrative on Ethereum tokens. It was very, very narrative on Ethereum, and I think it surpassed over 100 million, if I'm not mistaken, last bull run. So Magic Internet money goes all the way back from the last bull run that we had. I wasn't a part of it, but I did hear a lot of it, and that's why as soon as Magic Internet Money launched at 50,000 market cap, I jumped in because I remember that the narrative of Magic Internet Money was pretty big last bull run, right? So yeah, dude, Magic Internet Money is gonna definitely big on Solana. It's that reminder to everybody, right? Driven. Anyways, my positions is not overexposed, so it's not in the end of the world if it fails. That's good, bro. That's good. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Solana. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you these this list that I have for AI tokens that a lot of you will probably be interested in for these altcoins, right? So typically what I've noticed with Solana is that as Solana starts to come down, during this time right here, I remember during these 3 days as Solana was dumping, meme tokens were going through the freaking roof. So I've noticed that when Solana dominance falls down, the interest in meme tokens actually go up. So that's actually something I learned as well with the 60 SOL lesson, as Vernon likes to call it, right? I think if I start learning these as classes, like I paid 60 SOL for this class, I think the mentality behind it's going to be a lot easier to take in, right? But yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. As Solana dumps, meme tokens do very good on Solana. As Solana dominance goes up, the interest on Solana meme tokens are not the same. So I've noticed that literally just eyeing the freaking market, right? So that's actually something very, very interesting to go ahead and keep in mind. If Solana continues to hold this this range as support at 110.29, we should be good. Once we do lose the support and close below it, not including this fake out, but if we do actually close below it, like, you know, with the candlestick down below, there could be a probability Solana could be retesting back to $96. But as I mentioned, I think this is more of a bullish case scenario than bearish. And I do believe Solana will approach 144.74.5. So it looks like a lot of these altcoins are ripping for a pretty good position right now. I think there's more money to be made on altcoins at the moment than meme tokens, in my opinion. I think once we do see this market correction come in, we will see more meme coin season start, which is typically around April. And that's typically when we find a lot of these meme tokens literally hitting 20 million plus market cap plus, in my opinion, right? So right now, looking at the 4 hourly on Solana, we are seeing that we are consolidating within this range at 110. If we do go ahead and break above this area of resistance at 115, we could go ahead and expect that continuation to the upside at around 144 is my price target for Solana. 144 to 150 is my price target for Solana. So you know how bearish I've been with the market, and especially Solana. So this is not me being biased with the information that I'm telling you today. We are seeing right now the DXY slightly a little bit down. I wonder if this has to do something with because of the stock market being closed today for President's Day. So we're going to go ahead and see. We are entering this area of support right now. But we've actually should have expected a little bit more momentum with Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin's kind of following the DXY right now, and that's the thing. That's what Bitcoin loves to do at times. Obviously, the stock market is closed today because of its President's Day in the US. So there's not much information to talk about besides that quick little update. Ethereum, I really don't talk about Ethereum, but Ethereum has been making new all-time highs and has literally ripped through this area of resistance at around $2,400 now, approaching $3,000. So that is freaking insane. That's over a 30% pump on Ethereum. So that's freaking good, man. So anybody that's holding on to Ethereum right now, it's making some pretty good money. So yeah, so congratulations to all of you on that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at these AI tokens that I've been talking about, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at these altcoins. The AI narrative is getting some hype and attention again in crypto space because of the OpenAI's new Sora text to video tool. Since January 2023, most of the AI tokens have been consolidating and accumulated until recently, as we are seeing new AI coins getting launched. In the picture are some of the best altcoins in multiple market cap ranges. Let's go ahead and take a look at these, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about some TA with these AI altcoins that we could go ahead and, you know how bullish I've been with the AI narrative. I've been bullish on AI since July, dude. Like I was telling everybody, load up on a lot of these AI narratives if you can, and especially these metaverse narratives, right? So unfortunately, some of the AI narratives in the space didn't play out, but that's just, you know, the game, dude. That's the game. Like you have to go ahead and diversify and know where to jump into and where not to jump into. Because I was exposed to some AI projects, but they were mostly meme tokens and a lot of them just died off, right? So I think your best bet is focusing on the higher cap altcoins like these right here that we're going to be talking about. And we see quite a few right here. And this is the list right here. You could go ahead and screenshot it, or you could go ahead and follow the list on Twitter, but we have quite a few right here. Tau, Render, AKT, FET, Preem, EOS, PALS, Aura, ABT, ELF, Chlor, Moors, Palm, Scans, Aegis, Mose, APG, AGC, and Roku, NMT, OPSEC, AIT, GHX, and ENQAI. So these are some pretty good projects from what it looks like. I only know a few that I could tell you that I've heard of, but I haven't heard of any of these tokens. Maybe only Render, Tau, and FET, whatever the way you pronounce that one. But anything that has to do with cloud, you know, security, decentralized servers or any of that, dude, this is extremely bullish. We've been talking about this for the last couple months as well. So definitely I would consider exposing myself to a lot of these altcoins right here. There's quite a good list right here of a lot of these tokens under different market caps. We have these at under 200 million. We have these at under 10 million, right? So your best bet is dollar cost averaging. You could also go ahead and swing trade any of these positions. If you are looking to go ahead and enter any of those positions, check out BingX and MEXC. Both of these platforms are non-KYC platforms. And then check out Bybit, being one of the best exchanges to trade on. And for any of those always asking me, you know, what's a good platform for a VPN, check out NordVPN, offering 69% off with 3 months extra. But let's go ahead and look into some TA with a lot of these tokens right here. So we have AGIX is a network ecosystem for AI applications and services on the blockchain. They are also offer the launching and a marketplace for these services. As you see, these are listed on the 3 platforms that I just mentioned on these exchanges. So that is really, really cool. We are seeing the daily getting ready for that rip to the upside on that retracement. It looks like a massive cup and handle pattern. And if you're looking to enter any of these positions, check out the platforms that I mentioned down below and use a link. You get free freaking money, literally just from depositing and trading. Fetch AI offers an open platform for AI services on the blockchain, as well as integrations, APIs, and marketplaces. So that's really good. The APIs for that's really, really solid. So go ahead and check out this one right here. I do have the contract. Let me know down below if you want me to provide the links. But same thing with FET. It's also, you know, creating this cup and handle pattern on the daily, getting ready for that rip to the all-time high, right? So it looks like a lot of these projects are following the same narrative. So this could be actually some pretty good positions to position yourself for some leverage tokens, and it's not as risky as the meme tokens, right? Graph offers big data services for blockchain and Web3 applications, replacing centralized data servers and allowing high-speed information exchange. So GRT, the Graph, also trading on Bybit, MEXC, and BingX. And the same thing with this one, another cup and handle pattern right here, getting ready for that breakout to that resistance on the daily. GRT, ticker symbol GRT. We have this one is called PAL AI, an artificial intelligence platform that allows the creation of personalized AI services for personal and business uses. They also offer a revenue sharing mechanism for their services. The PAL token has been recently pumping and is backed by big influencers like Crypto God John and Alex Becker. So that's pretty cool. So they have not affiliated with any centralized listing as of yet, with over 290 market cap, supported by Google Cloud. It is interesting. That is freaking interesting. I wonder what this is. Let's go ahead and check it out. This one really came into my attention. Looking at the daily right here, we also see that we might either be getting a retracement or a continuation to the upside. So this revenue sharing mechanism is actually quite interesting, you know. It looks like a lot of these projects are now going into full-on Web3. Like instead of going on a Web2 and try to raise funds, they're going and launching their projects into crypto to go ahead and raise funds like that, which is actually quite better, to be honest. You know, they don't have to go ahead and deal with any VCs, unless, you know, they're obviously selling to the VCs themselves. But this token's actually quite bullish with the fact that, you know, they're not listed on any centralized exchanges as of yet, right? With over 263 million market cap. I mean, look at this circulating supply. It's only 795. So they're already at like about half of that with the market cap. Everything looks pretty good. You know, liquidity does seem to be locked. 81% of liquidity is locked for 4 months, which is kind of a red flag. I'm not going to lie to you, but I doubt they're going to go ahead and rug pull at this amount, but definitely keep that in mind. This is actually pretty solid. Let me go ahead and check out the voice of your web data. Get my bot now. What kind of bot is this? Let's see. I think this is the freaking move, bro. Like, you start your own company in freaking Web3 and you just raise funds this way. Like, I think this is going to be the best move, because I've been wanting to start something in the AI sector, like for the last like literally 2 years, I think, or like year and a half. I've been wanting to go ahead and start a what is it called? I wanted to start a tech company selling tech software. And I wanted to start selling like some tech software like about a year ago. I wanted to start my own SaaS company, and I wanted to start selling tech software in the cybersecurity and AI space. So utilizing like cybersecurity to go ahead and utilizing AI and cybersecurity to go ahead and identify threats. That's what I wanted to go ahead and do. And there's actually already a few cryptos that are in that space now, you know, that are actually in the space of cybersecurity with AI, right? So I think cybersecurity is going to be one of the biggest things moving forward, especially now that everybody's doing everything in the internet. And I think AI is definitely also going to be something that a lot of these companies are going to need, right? So this is actually quite interesting with what they have. They have a research tool, AI as a service, LLM for crypto, and multiple platforms, personalized chatbot. That's interesting. So it's really, really cool. I used to work for a company in the AI sector. selling AI services to banks and institutions, selling AI software to banks for their clients, right? Kind of like what you have with a lot of the banks now. I don't know what banks a lot of you bank with, but there's some banks or even platforms like PayPal or like these exchanges where like you try to reach out to somebody and it's like AI getting a hold of you. I think it's definitely going to go ahead and help. It's going to be that 24/7 thing, but I think the problem right now that we're getting into is we really need to take advantage of machine learning in order to go ahead and actually execute on its own, because there's a difference between like an actual AI bot and then there's this, like right here, it says right here 24/7 customer support. It just really depends. Like a lot of people think this is really cool, but the problem is the bot using machine learning, you know, or are they just sequences that the bot is going after? And that's what a lot of people mistake from like artificial intelligence with machine learning, that they think like a simple chat bot that runs on sequences, it's beneficial. But most of these platforms, like a lot of these banks and a lot of these other technology platforms, mostly their bot is running on just sequences of what a customer asks. But if their bot was actually running on machine learning and actually being able to execute on the valuable information or, you know, concerns that a client's asking, then they'll actually be able to help you with your needs. But that's kind of the problem. I think a lot of people and a lot of these companies have instead invested into sequences and not actually, you know, AI software with machine learning. And that's what a lot of companies don't understand, right? So I think it's also a pretty good business to be in right now in the tech sector. I think right now it's obviously not the best because a lot of corporate companies are doing layoffs, but that's what happened with me with that company I was working with. They were doing massive layoffs. It was a startup company, so we had the whole entire thing with what was it, Republic Bank or no, it wasn't. Republic Bank was one of them, but Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, when it crashed, that affected a lot of freaking startup companies, right? But I do think that moving forward in the next coming years, AI and blockchain, alongside with cloud and cybersecurity is going to be one of the biggest things and one of the, in my opinion, best industries to start jumping into. So I think, you know, if you're looking for a change in career, I would consider learning all of this stuff as soon as possible, because you know, they are going to replace a lot of freaking sales jobs, not probably sales jobs, but they're going to replace a lot of freaking jobs or careers if you're not at least knowledgeable in the space of AI. Because I saw a list, I think it was on LinkedIn recently, that I was like seeing a list of like what AI is going to do to different industries and how they're gonna benefit them. I don't think AI is to the point where it's gonna fully replace people, but I do think that over time it might eventually will with machine learning, right? So that could also be like through like HR or legal teams. But the reality is people want to talk to a human, right? So we'll see where that goes. But I think the AI narrative is really, really freaking bullish. So I would recommend everybody to be playing with AI, like as of like right now, if you're not playing with it. Hey, Crypto, how's it going, man? Crypto B. Hey, Tillery, how's it going, my guy? I checked Glenn's Twitter, and he's definitely still active. He's occupied with investing and pushing very interesting coins, to say the least, such as boobies, apparently. He's also still trying to make that 20x reversal happen as size, man. Damn, man, I wish him the best. Start a token. Shame he could have checked in here and there, and I really soared things with him by trolling him too much. Yeah, dude, you trolled him way too much, bro. I think you got a little hurt about it. Shame you couldn't have checked it in here, and then John already has. Yo, Tillery, what's happening with Vegas eating you nowadays? Yeah, what's going on with that, man? What's going on with that? What's going on with Vegas eating you? But yeah, that's pretty interesting, pal. I mean, as I mentioned, I'll go ahead and provide the link to this down below for all of you to check out. I think this is a pretty cool token right here to go ahead and check out. And then going on with PAL, we also have AuraChain. This sounds pretty freaking cool. What is this platform? Broadcast trustworthy proofs protocol offers a massive decentralized machine learning platform for all AI and Web3 applications. That's insane, dude. No affiliated centralized listing as of yet. On the daily, it looks like it might be reaching these levels of resistance, so definitely keep that in mind. Some pretty good tokens, man. Go ahead and save these. Is this one saved? Yeah, go ahead and save this one. It's only been out about a month ago. This thing has done over 64 million market cap. Like what the heck is this, bro? Like, why do I not know about any of these projects before they go live? Like, what the heck? This is insane. Jiva has popped up as a competitor versus PAW AI. Let's see where it goes. What is Jiva? It is insane, man. There's a lot of information here in this space that it's very, very easy to forget. All right, well, we'll take a look at that one right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one too. Aura. This has been back since 2020 with no exchange listing as of yet. That's insane. 347,000 of volume. See, this is where like I'm starting to realize most of these tokens holding long term are actually worth on the Ethereum side of things. Let's go ahead and see what Verdon shared with us. Size. This guy's sharing Size with us. How's Size doing, bro? Is this thing still alive? Yeah, it's cool. His website's freaking cool though, man. Sure, if you guys hear the little music in the background and stuff. Super freaking cool. Training to earn. That's interesting, man. You could train the AI to earn money. That's freaking bullish. I'm gonna make a video on this. I'm gonna have to make a video on that for sure. Broadcast trustworthily, supplier token research. This is awesome, man. You could actually research tokens with this. IBC enabled layer 1 to verify trustworthiness of AI to build Web3 applications unique Oracle. Try it now. That's freaking sick, dude. DeFi lens. I want to try this right here. Okay, I gotta put a freaking email, but this is freaking sick, dude. That's freaking sick. Let's look at this token that Vernon just shared with us. So Size, it seems like it's done with, right? I mean, it's still at 100,000 market cap. It's actually pretty good. Is this also in the AI sector? Oh snap! That launched yesterday. Did you get in this, bro? It's freaking insane. Meet your personal coach AI. Interesting. Users can create customized AI profiles for specific tasks. Each profile learns and adapts to individual user preferences, making tasks like coding, content creation, or financial analysis more efficient, more personalized. Telegram bot export features is the ability to export these personalized AI assistants as bots to Telegram. This is freaking sick, dude. And their Discord as well. I want to try one of these. How do we enable it? Learning and adoption. AI is growing, leads to more support tailored. This is actually pretty fire, man. At 600K? That's freaking insane, bro. That's freaking fire. This actually seems legit. Is this actually legit, Verdon? Like, is this actually like a legit project? Or is this like a total like poop coin? It doesn't look like a poop coin though. It actually looks like a real company. That's freaking fire, man. That's freaking fire. Yeah, this is freaking fire. 28 million in freaking volume, bro. That's freaking insane. Yeah, it's insane. 600K. Glenn is helping work on some game for Size last time I checked. Size is coming out with a game? Is he like developing it or what? There's a lot of fixed market cap in Size that doesn't move. Maybe if they deliver on that game and other bullish stuff, Size can get somewhere where things kick off in the Bullrun legit project. Nice. Yeah, I mean, really the thing is the community, man. If the community's freaking strong for Size, then I could assure you it could probably continue, but I don't know. I just realized that with these Solana meme tokens, it's just not worth holding on to a lot of these narratives. We also have AIT. Protocol offers a massive decentralized machine learning platform for all AI and Web3 applications. No centralized listing as of yet, and is currently has 70 million market cap. So let's go ahead and post that to the community as well. As I mentioned, it's probably your best bet screenshotting it, but I will go ahead and post it on the Discord for any of you that might miss it. So these are really good freaking plays, man. AIT protocol as well, getting down to an area of support before a massive breakout, and some bonus AI coins to unlock: DAO, APG, OBSEC, and TAO. So I'll definitely go ahead and provide this information on the Discord, so feel free to go ahead and join the Discord completely for free. And I will go ahead and you could go ahead and find it on Twitter. Go on my Twitter account and then head over to my Discord link right here. I'll go ahead and provide it on the channel real quick for all of you to check it out, and I will provide that information there. Market update on Bitcoin now in the pre-halving rally phase according to Rec Capital. Let's see what Rec Capital says to us, right? Rec Capital is saying that we are getting closer to now actually being fully confirmed that we are ready for this bull run. It's now fully confirmed. Time has officially run out. Bitcoin has now completed the transition into the pre-halving rally phase. Awesome possum. So looking pretty bullish for this. Looks like we're going to get ready to rip in the market. So we have that out the way. Let's go ahead and look at this article. Bitcoin balance on exchanges falls during the weekend. That's actually interesting, but who cares? The open interest on Bitcoin futures hits 2021 bull high level, super heated. You know, that's pushing for that short squeeze narrative that we've been talking about these last couple of days, right? So definitely be on the lookout for that, as we're seeing right here on CoinGlass. So you know, none of this information really excites me too much because we know what's going to happen and we have to stay level-headed when this information comes out, right? South Korea to lift the ban on spot Bitcoin ETFs. You know, don't get hyped over any of that. You know, buy the rumor, sell the news. Altcoins wick off accumulation pattern done. Time for a nice move to the upside. So completely agree. I do think altcoins are now getting ready to push, and this is a confirmation from this person as well. The E phase is now completed, and we are getting ready for that altcoin season to come. Bitcoin short-term update, we could see a liquidity grab, then a move down as money flows into getting thinner. So that's on the hourly that we could expect down to that range that we talked about, or around the 1 hour. And let's go ahead and finish off with this last article and see what they have. Well, Ferrari is now accepting Doge as a payment for purchasing luxury freaking cars. So, you know, for all of us that are going to become multimillionaires and we're going to be able to buy Ferraris. I love Ferraris, by the way. That'd be like my go-to car if I had the money. Like between a Lamborghini and a Ferrari, I would get a Ferrari, man. I've always been a Ferrari kind of guy. I've always told myself, like, once I get Lambo money, like, I'm skipping the Lambo and I'm getting me a Ferrari. Like that's like a go-to. I feel like Ferraris are like more low-key in my opinion compared to like Lambos. Lambos are pretty loud. Like just the way they look super loud. I feel like anybody that's not a car person knows what a Lamborghini looks like, but a Ferrari, I feel like they're a little bit more unique in my opinion. They're like more low key. Like if you don't know what a Ferrari is or you don't know anything about cars, you won't know what you're looking at. But I feel like Ferraris have that, you know, that unique style to it, like very sleek, you know, very sleek style, as opposed to Lamborghinis are pretty cool too, but I feel like anybody knows what a Lamborghini is if you're driving one down the road, right? Ferraris are freaking sick, so now you can buy it with Deutsch. You know, that's pretty good, I guess. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, says Bitcoin can hit 100,000 by June 2024. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, man. This guy, I really liked Robert Kiyosaki, man. He was like probably like one of the second or third books I read. That really changed my mindset when it came to money and all of that. But you know, Robert Kiyosaki was like super bearish in the times that you were supposed to be bullish and vice versa. So, you know, I'm just more careful to who I listen to now, right? It's just, I'm not even going to go into it. But anyways, Grayscale has been selling 269 million worth of Bitcoin on average every day since the launch of the ETF. Dude, this is freaking funny, man. This just makes me laugh because, you know, people were so bullish on the ETF, and look where the market's at now. BlackRock now holds 120,000 BTC worth over 6.28 billion, plus Fidelity is custodian for 10 billion worth of BTC. That's insane. Fidelity has more than BlackRock. A nice performance chart of top assets in the last decade, and we see Bitcoin. Obviously, I don't know why people continue to, you know, compare Bitcoin to gold and stocks. They're two different commodities, man. I'm going to call them commodities, right? Bitcoin looks like it still has a fifth way to complete the upside before a cool off. That's a pretty good sign, right? We've been talking about this possibility of this last final accumulation before we see that massive breakout to the downside on Bitcoin. What else do we have? The weekly candle has closed at new highs since November 2021. So that's also another bullish indicator as to where the market's going. Right, closed at 52,150 or 27. BTC has broken out of this bullish megaphone pattern, a bullish continuation. The cycle channel oscillator on macro time frames monthly indicates the start of a parabolic run when we start getting into the overbought territory, crossing the one level. As I mentioned, you know, once we start getting to the RSI overbought, that usually means there's going to be some sort of a bullish momentum pushing us to the upside, right? So it's good to go ahead and have this information and tell us as well. Bitcoin versus money supply chart looks like it could print new all-time highs due to the ETF demand. The last time high was 2017. This also indicates the time could be a super cycle. So yeah, the market's looking pretty good, man. It's nothing to be worried about. I think a lot of people are going to be making money this season, and I'm freaking excited. Trending, the AI narrative is picking back up with AI tokens ripping again, and we talked about these top tokens, which I will be also posting on the Discord, right? So a lot of really good information in my opinion. Marco says another short on WIF might not be a bad idea. Marvin on ETH, how's it going, man? Shout out to the Marvin community. Shout out to the Marvin community. Marvin has been freaking ripping. Love your content, brother. I appreciate you, Marvin on ETH. You guys all have to go ahead and check out Marvin on ETH, which we'll go ahead and share right now. Check out, so Boobies just came out, 166,000 market cap. I mean, it's not that bad of a market cap. It's actually been ripping, quite surprisingly, at 349. Is this his token that he released? I wouldn't be surprised if this is Glenn's token. I mean, it's a pretty good launch. I'm not going to lie. They did pretty good. I mean, the fact that it's been ripping since with only 349 holders, it's a pretty good sign. I think this is the narrative because of Elon Musk, right? If I'm not mistaken. Dude, look at Marvin, dude, up 111%, bro. I always get that, man. I've been getting 111 as of recently, these last couple weeks, literally 111, and Marvin has now freaking ripped, dude. Look at this on Marvin, bro. This is freaking insane, doing that super U-shaped recovery on Marvin. This thing has done an over a freaking 6x on Marvin. So congratulations on the Marvin team, man. I know they've been working really freaking hard behind the scenes. I've been having to do an update on them. I'm actually going to do one this week, and they've actually started donating dog food as well in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is. Marvin helping out the dogs in the Philippines. So I think this is really cool, man. As I mentioned, it's really cool to see communities come back together and really push on these bullish narratives. And Marvin is a token that they're very bullish on because of Elon Musk. But most importantly, the most bullish thing about this is that it's a fully community driven project, right? So the community is pushing this together and working together to go ahead and make this happen. And it's good to see that they're actually helping dogs. They told me about this in the beginning, and it's actually great to actually see it actually happen. I think a lot of projects and a lot of communities tend to say that they're going to do a lot of things, and they usually never come through. They never deliver. They overpromise, never deliver. And it's great to actually see the Marvin community come together and actually, help out all these dogs with food, bro. This is freaking insane. I just can't continue watching this, dude. It's quite sad. You know what I mean? I don't like to see, especially dogs go through those kind of level conditions, but it's great to go ahead and see that the community is actually getting together and making a change. And that's why I'm telling you, when it comes to a lot of these projects, or a lot of just in general, right? Community is not just a thing on crypto. It's a thing that's heavily pushed on more on crypto, I would say, but I think community is something that's needed overall in life, right? You have the great team, you have the great people around you, you have everything around you that's there to help you and help others. I think that's the best kind of group of people you could have in your circle, right? People that look out for one another, and the fact that the team Marvin actually made it happen. It's amazing to actually see it, because I'm not sure if any of you remember, but last bull run we had a lot of tokens talk about them helping out the community and how they're going to do this and how they're going to do that and how they're going to make these changes and all these promises, but I don't think I ever saw any of them until right now that we're actually seeing them. And it's really cool to go ahead and see them help out these pets. So that's really, really massive, man. Verdon says, I think so. Hey guys, check us out. There's always greetings from Marvin's team. Yes, Miko. Yeah, big respect to the Marvin community. Keep on doing that. You guys are killing it. Yeah, man. I think that's one of the biggest things, as I mentioned. The power of community is one of the biggest things, man. Like, that's what we all should be sticking for, right? We should all be looking out for one another, helping each other. I think we live in a world where we're kind of designed to be against each other and kind of fight against each other for whatever reasons, whether it's religion, color, beliefs, political views, whatever the case is, right? It's like, instead of fighting against each other, we should be supporting one another, right? Because at the end of the day, that's all we have. We have each other. Believe it or not, these politicians are not here for you and I. They're here for their own benefit and good, right? And we, the people, are the people that are always fighting against each other. So it's really great to see the community of Marvin do what they're doing with these donations. And the fact that it's just getting started, they've done over a 6x. And I do think they're going to continue to run up, man. The narrative behind Elon, it's going to be very big. So definitely be on the lookout for a video on Marvin coming soon. But yeah, shout out to the Marvin community on that, man. I know they've been working very, very freaking hard behind the scenes, and it's finally paying off. And that's what, hard work pays off. Much love to everybody. Yeah, much love to everybody, man, especially everybody out there in Marvin. And if you're looking to go ahead and load up on some ETH to go ahead and buy some Marvin, check out BingX and MEXC. Both of these platforms are non-KYC platforms. And if you need a VPN for security reasons, you definitely need a VPN in the space. Check out NordVPN offering 69% off with 3 months extra. So yeah, shout out to the freaking Marvin community, man. It's great to go ahead and see them freaking doing well. Definitely do see this breaking past 1 million market cap and above. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check them out. Let me go ahead and post their smart contract down below for all of you to check them out if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, it looks like we are getting this bullish momentum coming in for a lot of these projects. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I mentioned, today is President's Day in the US, so there's not that much, volatility. We are seeing right here that I actually got an email, which I found really freaking surprising, man. I was like, dude, this is insane. It looks like the US is going to bail out the Ukrainian economy. So that's freaking insane, man. So we're going to see what craziness happens this week, man. But with that being said, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch all of you on the live stream later on today. Take care. Appreciate all of you tuning in.